Right, so Ultima 7, the Black Gate. It's taken 2 weeks to get round to actually playing the damn thing since we finished Ultima 6. Sorry, Ultima Underworld even. 9th of October. And it's now the 30th of October. Even longer. Right. So. God, completely forgotten I'd even played Underworld. Right. Ultima 7, the Black Gate. So. Obviously, we went from isometric top-down view to a fully 3D Underworld game. Now we are back with isometric view again, in kind of a style you may recognise from a certain extremely famous MMO. Right, here we go. Now I'm going to shut up here and let the game do its thing.
Avatar! Know that Britannia has entered into a new age of enlightenment. Know that the time has finally come for the one true Lord of Britannia to take his place at the head of his people. Under my guidance, Britannia will flourish, and all of the people shall rejoice and pay homage to their new guardian. Know that you too shall kneel before me, Avatar. You too will soon acknowledge my authority, for I shall be your companion, your provider, and your master.
Right, well, it's a bit louder than I thought it was going to be. Don't want to turn it down too much because the music is so good. Yeah, we don't need to watch that again. Right. think I've killed it. Right. So, Ultima 7, the Black Gate. And as you notice here, the Forge of Virtue. This is for the add-on. Quite possibly. Well, not quite possibly. It is repeatedly touted as the first add-on for a game distributed. Oh, will you go away? On in a box as a separate package, and then obviously later sold as a combined pack. Right, so let us begin. Oh, Slegnor. So I'm playing this in right up until Ultima VI. We were using Pix's Ultima Patcher, and Ultima 7 is notoriously hard to get running on modern systems with sound and things like that. So there was a project called Exalt, which was to let you able to play Ultima 7 and the follow-up part 2 on modern machines, and to allow some tweaking and fix some bugs and add some features and things like that. My intention was always just to play 7 as it is out of the box, and then yesterday I decided, no, I'm going to use Exalt. And I've spent about an hour trying to get Exalt to work, and it won't. I can either get music, no sound effects. I can either get horrible sounding music and no sound effects. And it runs at about 1 frame per second. It takes about 20 seconds for the Guardian's head to pop through the screen. Or it crashes when I click create a new character and journey onward. So I binned that off, and yeah, that's where we are. So this is out of the box Ultima 7. So Ultima Underworld gave us the choice of faces, if you remember. Conscious that just seems really loud still. Right. Right, that'll do. Yeah, so Ultima Underworld gave us those various faces to pick from. We have either male or female, and this is where the sort of characterized blonde-haired avatar comes from, that was on the front of the Ultima 6 box, which is the first game, yeah, where you actually see the stranger or the avatar's face. So we're going to be a blondie. I'm trying to remember if Serpent Isle actually gives you more faces. I can't remember now. So here we go. There. 'Tis horrible. I know, 'tis shocking. Who could have done it? I know not. He had no enemies. Poor man. What is to be done? I know not. Ta-da. A rather large familiar man looks up and sees you. Oops. The shock and some of the other turns into a smile. I think it says, Slegnor, If I did not trust the infallibility of my own eyes, I would not believe it. I was just thinking to myself, if only the Avatar were here. Then, lo and behold, who says that magic is dying is living proof that it is not. Do you realise, Slegnor, it's been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Ilo, off again. YOLO, winks conspiratorially. He whispers, due no doubt to the difference in the structure of time in our original homeland and that of Britannia. Yeah, probably. He resumes speaking aloud. I've aged little, as thou canst see, but of course I've stayed here in Britannia all this time. Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They'll be happy to see thee. Welcome to Trinsic. The distraught peasant interrupts YOLO. Show in the stables, my lord. 'Tis horrible. YOLO nods, his joy fading quickly as he is reminded the reason he was standing there in the first place. Ah yes, our friend Petri. Let's go with Petri. Petri. Frank here discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. Oh, and then we all break dance a bit. All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps Lord British will know the reason behind this tremor. That was supposed to be an earthquake, just in case you didn't realise. See, a middle-aged nobleman. YOLO, who is this stranger? Why, this is the Avatar, YOLO proudly proclaims. Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. And this is Slegnor, the Avatar. I simply cannot believe he is here. The mayor looks at you up and down, not sure if he believes YOLO or not. He looks at YOLO skeptically. I swear to thee, it is the Avatar. The mayor looks at you again as if he were studying every pore in your face. Finally, he smiles. Welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly, Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. That truly the Avatar, perhaps I can help solve it. Feel better if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou should be handsomely rewarded if thou discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? Yes. Frank here knows something about all of this. The peasant interjects. I discovered poor Christopher and the gargoyle Inamo early this morning. The mayor continues. Hast thou searched the stables? No. Then I suggest thou lookest inside and talkest to me again. Maybe I will. Right. So, like Ultima VI, the game is represented by just going to increase the cycles a bit. There we go. An overview with the characters visible, and we now have paper dolls. So, slots for your arrow quiver, your back, so you can put an item on your back, neck, backpack, armor, belt, left hand, left finger, right finger, legs, feet. You now have a peace and combat button. Protect. I think that means that the other characters will try and protect you. Save, obviously. So let's save. Start. And this gives you your stats, so like your Z stats. So we're pretty crap compared to how we were. But we are level 3. And I think I have 3 training points. So YOLO is level 3, he's got no training points. He can't cast any magic. He's carrying a crossbow. 30 crossbow bolts. He's got even more. Another 30 in there. So it's kind of Ultima Underworld. Ultima Online, anybody? Yeah. Food. Don't need the cup. got some gold. What have I got? I've got a map, lockpicks, some gold, a cup, which we don't need. But Yolo has the abacus, which tells you the total party gold. And then there's the map. So we are intrinsic, which, if you recall, is down here. So we're stood about there. So the world has changed slightly since Ultima VI. Just sort of here, really. The shape of the islands at Jelom have changed. But other than that, that's about it. Obviously, you can see that Britain has sort of sprawled even further. But other than that, various little islands and things are still the same. I was about to say border march is gone, but that was Ultima V, so that wasn't in 6 anyway. Right. So let's have a look in the stables. And yes, that would be a dismembered corpse and a key. Gargoyle jewelry. So the old gargoyle's been stabbed with a pitchfork. He's been sacrificed. And there are footprints leading out. So let's have a word with you. You're really the Avatar? Yes. My lord. Frank. Good old Frank. I am called Frank. Let's say it's Petrie, I think. I'm the stable's caretaker. Murder. I discovered poor Christopher and Inamo early this morning. I did not such a thing. Made me sick, it did. Footprints. Let's lead out the back way. Yes, they must be the tracks of the murderer. His eyes widen a bit more. Or murderers. Stables. Worked here for years. Sell a nice horse and carriage if you want one. Locate a small shelter just north gate of the town. Right now the place gives you the creeps. I'll ask about that in a minute. So Christopher made horseshoes. And ammo. Worked for a little money, did basic chores around the stables and the pub, but let him sleep in the little back room. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Horse and carriage for 60 gold. No, because I haven't got 60 gold, and I've just done all that. Let's talk to Yola. Trinsic. Town changed a little, has it not? Everyone seems a little defensive, though. When we ran into each other, I was passing through and stopped to visit my friend Finnegan. Oops, no. Name. Your friend snorts what? Art thou joking, my lord? Does not know thine own friend Yulo? Why, right now it's adventuring with the most courageous of all legendary heroes, the Avatar. Yo. Oh. Go on. Petrie. He was just an acquaintance. Oh, the peasants are below me. Shan't talk about the peasants. Ugly is it not, from what I've heard, neither Christopher nor Inamo deserves so grisly a death. I should certainly ask everyone in town about it, so I'm sure I'll have to. I think best for you to speak with them themselves there. Any changes since their last visit? I think they'll feel at times a bit, well, old-fashioned. Well, fuck 'em. Finnegan is a good man, married Trinsic, known him for years. There's no doubt thou art Avatar. However, thou mayst have some trouble convincing those who don't know thy face, cause thou shouldst be safer on thy friends. That must mean Chaminot and Dupre. The best of finding that rascal is to look in Britain. He has a girlfriend employed there as an actress at the Royal Theatre. Sure we'll find him somewhere. Last heard he was in Jellum. Did you know he was knighted? Nope. It's true, Lord Richard knights him recently. Why he did so, I can't imagine. Didn't know Christopher, never spoke with him. Inamo. It's truly a shame. Not many gargoyles living amongst humans, so only discourage the practice even more. Well, after all, it's been going for 200 years. Most of those we would recognise they are long gone. Sorry to be blunt and all, my friend, but there it is. Well, shit. Britain, grown since last saw it. Pause is now a virtual township of Britain. Dominates the east coast of Britannia. Lord Bruce's castle is still the overwhelming feature. Now, these will be enormous. Please see thee. We should travel to Britain post haste. I'm sure I can give you some valuable information update on what thou hast missed in 200 years in absence. Since your last in Britannia, the gargoyles have begun to integrate with all the humans. Most of them live in Sutek's old island, which is named Turfin. However, thou may see one here and there throughout the land. Pause still lies between Britain and Trinsic. It's grown further into Britain itself. And finally, certainly Elby is always a repository of the most amazing facts, eh? Probably something to do with listening and not always talking. Speaking of information, it reminds me of something. I have a little item which might be useful to thee. It is an abacus. Use it to tally up all of our gold. Right. You there. Talk to me. This is a woman who seems pleasant and welcoming. I'm proud to meet the avatar, she says, beaming. You got purple eyes. My name is Ellen. I do the bookkeeping at the Fellowship branch. I work with my husband, Clog. Perhaps I can call it the Fellowship. Perhaps I can call it a confident philosophy. We meet here at the branch office every night. The Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life, to what is called the triad of inner strength. Triad is simply 3 basic principles that, when applied in vision, enable thee to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. Oops. Strive for unity basically means that people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we're all the same and that we should not hate and fear each other. Worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Do you want to join? Yeah, why not? You should immediately go see Batlin at the Fellowship Hall headquarters in Britain. Husband Clog is a wonderful branch leader. He is an inspiration to all Trinsic members. The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia. It's the most popular philosophical... I cannot say words. I cannot do the words today. It's the most popular philosophical society. Thinking society. Murder, it is awful to not. Of course, I was home with Clog all night. I'm sure you were, getting some fellowship of your own. Bye. Let's go see Clog. This man exudes kindness and geniality. Avatar recognizes that he wants words and move through the town quickly. Hey, thou are here. My name is Clog. I look scarily like my wife. I'm the Trinsic branch leader of the Fellowship. I work here with my wife, Ellen. Just done that. Well, the man says, reflecting, I was home all night, and my wife Ellen will certainly verify that. But as we say in the Fellowship, worthiness precedes reward. Krista must have done something bad. The poor gargoyle in armour, 'tis a pity. So he got murdered because he did something bad. The Fellowship meets here at the branch office on Intrinsic every night at 9. That welcome to attend. I certainly won't. The Fellowship is a wonderful organisation that's open to all people. Britannia, God, I'm so tired. I've learned so much throughout studying this philosophy, and it's helped me to live my life to the fullest. Through the Fellowship, I'm able to achieve what I've set out to do in life, and I'm a better person for having joined. Ellen's wife and bookkeeper, Christopher, is a valued member of the Fellowship for some time. Unfortunately, we got into a petty argument last week. Last week, Christopher stated that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Can you imagine? Well, we simply attempted to speak with him and alter his decision. The man verbally assaulted me and my companions with no provocation. I did not know the gargoyle. Sounds like he was trying wrong place at the wrong time. It's a pity. Philosophy. Fellowship advances philosophy of sanguine cognition. Oh dear. So they are. Strive for unity, trust our brother, worthiness precedes rewards. Yeah, shit, that's exactly what your missus said. Companions! They've gone to Fellowship headquarters in Britain. They were here delivering Fellowship funds. Their names are Elizabeth and Abraham. Goodbye. If there's anything else I may help with, let me know. Book of the Fellowship. Now, this just reminded me, actually. There will be copy protection questions. Oh yes. Which one had that? It was Ultima VI, wasn't it? So just make sure in this little manual I've got in front of me. There we go. Copy protection questions. So because I haven't got the full compendium with me. Couple of rings. The old theft. Thank you. So obviously we are the avatar. Do you know, I'm just gonna save. Yes. Just gonna alter the CPU cycles on it. It's just a bit slow.